Marcos.
Morning, Judge.
Hey, good morning.
Judge Menchu, M-E-N-C-H-U. Can I call him up?
Please. This sounds like a familiar name.
I don't think so. No, no problem.
I know that we've had it mentioned.
Yeah, it's not an uncommon name.
Buenos días, señor.
Yes.
Te parece, por favor, conteste a voz alta. Yo soy su intérprete.
Buenos días.
Menchu.
Good morning.
Mr. Menchu, you're charged with driving while intoxicated.
Acabo de manejar ebrio.
You are facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine.
Una multa de $2,000.
You're going to do probable cause.
Causa.
You have the right to remain silent.
El
Anything
silencio.
you say can or will be used against you.
Será usado en su.
You have the right to have an attorney present.
Tener un abogado
If you
presente.
cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you.
Yes, Judge. On March 1st,
El 1 de
2025,
marzo de 2025.
the officer was dispatched to a major crash
Un accidente grande.
on Ella Lee Lane.
Ella Lee
In
Lane,
Harris County,
en el
Texas.
condado Harris, Texas.
The witness
El
stated
testigo declaró
he heard a
que
loud
oyó
crash
un choque
coming from outside his
venía
residence
de afuera de
and
su
observed the
residencia y
defendant's
observó el
vehicle
vehículo del
crashed
acusado
into a blue Subaru.
estrellado contra un
The
Subaru
witness
azul.
observed the
El
defendant
testigo
sitting in the
observó
driver's
al
seat
acusado sentado
of
en
a
el
red
asiento del
Toyota
conductor,
Corolla
un Toyota Corolla rojo,
and removed the
y
keys
se movió las
and
llaves,
smelled an odor of an
y
alcoholic beverage.
el olor de una bebida
and bloodshot
alcohólica
eyes.
y los ojos rojizos.
The officer observed an
El
odor of an
oficial
alcoholic
observó
beverage
un olor de
bloodshot
bebida
eyes,
alcohólica, los ojos
and
rojizos
slurred speech.
y el habla afectada.
The defendant stated
El acusado declaró
he
el
had
acusado
consumed
declaró
4
que
margaritas
4 margaritas
and standard field sobriety tests were
y las
conducted.
pruebas de campo.
HGN 6 out of 6,
HDN 6 de un 6,
walk and turn 8
caminar y
out of
voltear
8,
8 de un 8,
one leg stand 4 out of
una pierna
4.
4 de un 4.
The defendant did not
El
consent to
acusado
breath
no dio
in a
consentimiento.
blood
Okay, let's pause. For margaritas, a totaled Subaru, and slurred speech like a character in a soap opera. Yeah, that's probable cause on a silver platter. And did you catch the field sobriety results? 6 out of 6, 8 out of 8, 4 out of 4, that's what we call a clean sweep. Just in the wrong direction. The judge is about to drop real heat. So buckle up.
warrant was signed and executed.
Fue ejecutado una orden.
Mr. Menchu, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. Any priority to be eyes and a license?
No prior, Your Honor, and there's no license on file.
Mr. Menchu,
Señor Menchu.
I don't know what your immigration status is,
Lo
but
migratorio.
if you're not in this country with permission and you go to jail and immigration finds you because they sweep it on a daily basis, they will put a detainer on you and you will be stuck like Chuck in custody until this case is over with, and then you will be shipped off to immigration. Heed this warning. You will not get another. I see it happen every day where people get ICE hit detainers and they sit in custody for 6 to 9 months. I'm now putting conditions on your bond. If you violate these conditions, then I will put you in jail. The first condition is you are not to drive. If you do not have a Texas driver license and liability insurance, then you're not allowed to drive. I don't care what is going on in your life. I don't care if there's a burning building and you have to save 50 people, babies, whatever. Do not drive. The next condition is you're not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. I will randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol and or illegal drugs, likewise, your bond will be revoked and will go into custody. Pre-trial services is going to call you to go take a test. If you fail to show up for the test, then a warrant will issue for your arrest. Do you understand what's expected of you?
Yes.
You get no more warnings. If you don't believe me, ask Marcos. He'll tell you good and well. For now, I will have you come up to us here, swear to us that you're not going to drive. I will get you to Ramona where you will sign a reset. After that, you will get Felicia for your bond conditions. Then you're free to go. Okay, take it.
Judge, we have 2 more things.
Let's do it. Well, we got Tony. Yep.
Herrera.
Hey, here, Mr. Bonds. Just while I have Tony here real quick, can we just,
Judge, he has an arraignment that's in custody, Ms. Rice.
we can do that right after we do these two.
Herrera.
Come up.
Yo soy su intérprete. Por favor, conteste a voz
Who
alta.
is it? Ramona, who is this?
Herrera on page 4.
You are Rachel Herrera. Herrera, you were charged with theft. You are facing up to 6
hasta 6 meses en la
and
cárcel
$1,000 fine.
de $2,000.
We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent.
Silencio.
Anything you say can or will be used
Usted diga,
against
hay
you.
poderos, úsalo, pero úsalo en
Can
tu
we
contra.
also do the other one as well? We might as well.
It's a BWI.
It's okay.
Sure, okay. Velasquez. And Judge, that one's on page 17.
Got it.
Buenos días, señor. Yo soy su intérprete. Por favor, conteste todo a voz alta.
You are charged with criminal cases. We are going to do probable cause on each of your
Cada uno
cases.
de sus casos.
After that, we will determine whether we will do bond conditions. Each of you have the right
Cada
to
uno
remain
tiene el
silent.
derecho por el silencio.
You have the right to have an attorney
El derecho a
present.
un abogado
If you
presente.
cannot afford one,
Solo un abogado, uno se le nombrará.
let's start with Ms. Herrera.
Yes, Judge.
Empezando con ella.
On March 1st,
Primero de marzo de
2025, the officer
2025,
made
los
contact
hicieron contacto
with the suspect and
con la
complainant inside a JCPenney's loss
con
prevention office.
JCPenney.
The loss prevention team provided all information needed to place the suspect in custody.
Y en la
The
sospechosa tenía la persona
complainant
bajo
and loss
custodia.
prevention team
El equipo de
advised
prevención
they observed the
dijeron que
suspect
observaron a
on
la
CCTV footage,
sospechosa
select
en
multiple
la
items
cinta,
on the store
poniendo
floor
múltiples
before
artículos
entering the dressing room with
antes
a
de entrar al
backpack
salón
she
de-
brought in. The suspect
Cambio
then
de
exited the dressing room
mochila que
without any
tenía.
items.
Entonces
The
salió
dressing
de
rooms
ese
were swept
artículo.
by loss prevention before and
Miraron el
after occupied by the
salón
suspect,
de-
and the suspect exited all points of
Ella salió
sale
de todo,
without attempting to
pasó todos
purchase.
los puntos
The
de
total
venta sin
amount was
tratar de pagar.
$203.
La cantidad total fueron $203.
Going, did they find something else? Because it looks like she picked up a second case as well.
Furthermore,
Dice,
when
además,
they took her to Humboldt jail,
Además, cuando la
during a
llevaron a
search
la
at the
cárcel
jail,
Humboldt,
the staff found folded dollar bills in the defendant's jacket
encontraron
pocket,
dólares
which contained a
en el
white powdery
bolsillo
substance identified
de
as
la acusada que
cocaine,
tenía.
weighing
Se
0.16
identificó como
grams.
cocaína, que pesaba punto.
Yikes. A $23 theft spirals into a narcotics case? That's what we call a combo charge, folks, and not the kind you want. Notice how loss prevention sealed the timeline with CCTV and a dressing room sweep? That's solid groundwork. But the folded dollar bill with white powder? That just upgraded her legal problems from petty to felony real fast.
Herrera, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with the case.
Para seguir haciendo-
I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume
Yes.
alcohol or illegal drugs. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol or illegal drugs,
Yo
then I will revoke your bond, put you in jail.
revocar tu fianza, lo pongo en la cárcel.
You're also ordered not to go back to any JCPenney as
No regrese a
well.
ningún JCPenney.
Okay, so let's start on Mr. Velasquez now.
Velasquez, yeah.
Mr. Velasquez, you are charged with driving while intoxicated.
Ebrio.
You are facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine.
Dólares.
Yes, Judge. On March 1st, 2025, the officer responded to a loud music complaint from a vehicle at Main Street, South Houston, in Harris County, Texas.
Houston, el condado Harris.
The officer made contact with the defendant, who displayed slurred speech, a strong odor of an alcoholic beverage, and very poor balance. Standard field sobriety tests were administered, HGN 6 out of 6, walk and turn 5 out of 8, one leg stand 3 out of 4. The defendant consented to breath, with results of .142 and .139.
Was he listening to music while being Hispanic? Really?
Escuchando la
So
música.
that was the basis of the stop, was the loud music complaint, and that's when they approached the vehicle.
You never even said that he was driving.
And that's all there is, Your Honor.
Was he driving?
He was in the vehicle, but we don't have, and Your Honor, we understand, yes, there's
Nothing in the
Nothing in the
says
DMs.
he was driving either.
we don't have that information, Judge, so we understand if you find a PC.
Mr. Velasquez,
Now this is where it gets interesting. The officer pulled him over for music, but never saw him drive. Legally, that's a big miss. The court can't charge you for driving drunk if no one proves you were actually, well, driving. Probable cause needs teeth, not assumptions. This dismissal? Totally by the book. And a reminder that facts matter in court.
I says I'm going to find that there's no probable cause to go forward with your case. You know, you need to be very careful, especially if you're not in this country with permission. There are a lot of people here when they go to jail and they don't have permission to be in this country. Immigration sweeps it on a daily basis, every 4 to 6 hours, you know? And if they find you in custody and you're not here with permission, they'll put a detainer on you and you'll be stuck in there for who knows how long. I don't know what your status is, but be very careful how you act. You understand? All right, please take a seat for me, sir. I've placed conditions on your bond, ma'am. If I find that you violate these conditions, I will put you in jail. I will protect my community at all costs. It doesn't matter to me what's going on. Do you understand? So, do you have the ability to hire a lawyer, or would you like to apply for a court-appointed lawyer, ma'am? So, Judge Goin will give you an application. I'll have you fill it out and then I'll take a look at it. For now, I'll also have you sign a receipt with Ramona. You will get with Fleischer for your bond conditions and then we'll have you take a seat in the jury box, ma'am.
I'm teaching this young man how to grow a beard. I teach everybody.
I need help too. I can't grow a mustache. It looks like, you know. You ready?
I'm absolutely.
Please.
Yes.
We're talking about.
Mr. Madrano, Judge. Abel Madrano.
Yeah. Good morning, Mr. Madrano. Sir, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On March 1st, 2025, the officer observed a white Honda CR-V involved in a minor accident. The defendant was traveling southbound on Dennis Street when he struck a 2016 gray Lexus. The defendant admitted to consuming alcohol recently, and standard field sobriety tests were administered. HGN 4 out of 6, walk and turn 6 out of 8, one leg stand 3 out of 4. The defendant refused breath.
Great. He admitted to consuming alcohol recently, so what?
And Your Honor, there are no other indications of intoxication listed in the DIMS.
No slurred speech, no bloodshot eyes, no,
We don't have that.
not even an odor of alcohol.
No, Your Honor. None
Your
of that.
Honor, what we do have is that it's an accident and when another officer told him that he thought that the defendant was intoxicated. We don't know what the other officer observed.
Right.
Based on the DIMS
Yeah.
facts.
All right, I'm gonna find no probable cause. Mr. Madrano, hey, be careful, man. I mean, look, every single day, someone dies from an alcohol-related collision in our county. Every single day. $50, $40, Uber, anywhere you want to go. Don't matter where you want to go. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
All right, good luck, please.
Thank you, Judge.
Thanks. Mr. Bird, you're charged with 2 cases. You're charged with reckless driving and unlawful carrying of a weapon. On the reckless driving, you're facing up to 30 days and or a $500 fine. And on the gun case, you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On March 1st, 2025, at approximately 1:18 a.m., the officer observed a vehicle traveling at a high rate of speed, and the officer had to drive in excess of 130 miles per hour.
130?
Yes, Judge. And the vehicle exited from the highway, and the officer paced the vehicle bumper to bumper between 100 and 105 miles per hour. The vehicle was changing lanes and driving around vehicles that were traveling at the posted speed limit of 45 miles per hour. The officer caught up to the vehicle to get a closer read and paced the vehicle again at 92 miles per hour. The vehicle drove through a stale red light without stopping and into the intersection at 51 miles per hour. A traffic stop was conducted, and the defendant stated he was driving that way because he was on his way to his baby mama's house and that she wanted to go to the doctor. The defendant stated that he may have outstanding traffic tickets. The officer asked the defendant if he had any guns in the vehicle, and the defendant stated he did not. The defendant was arrested for reckless driving, and an inventory search of the vehicle was conducted, and the officers located a loaded semi-automatic gun found between the driver's seat and the center console. The defendant stated the firearm belonged to his girlfriend, and the defendant made further references and
From 130 miles per hour on surface streets to lying about a loaded gun wedged next to you, this case reads like a fast and furious blooper reel. And then threatening the officer? That's like setting your own bond on fire. Judges take threats personally. If you're stacking charges, the worst thing you can add is attitude.
threats towards the officer.
Mr. Byrd, you understand that I'm going to do everything in my power to protect my public at all costs. And if that means putting you in jail and making your bond sky high, I will do it in a heartbeat. Do you understand? You are not allowed to drive, and you will be signing an affidavit with me today promising me you're not going to drive. If I find that you do, I can have a contempt hearing every single time you drive. It's an offense in and of itself. Do you understand? And finding that there's probable cause to go forward on the reckless driving in addition to the gun case. You're also ordered not to be in possession of any weapons as well. If I find that you have a weapon, you pick up a new case, violate conditions in any way, I will revoke your bond on both cases, put you in jail, no more PR bonds. Do you understand? Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer? You work these. What do you do with yourself these days?
I just lost my job due to this case.
Okay. I'll have you fill out an application. Deputy Rand is going to give you an application. I'll have you fill it out. I'll take a look at it. Keep my county safe. Do you understand?
So,
Come on,
Step over here, Mr. Byrd.
please.
Yes, Judge.
Jamal Crump, come up. Mr. Crump, you are charged with unlawful restraint. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On March 1st, 2025, at approximately 2:27 p.m., the officer was dispatched to a disturbance call in Harris County, Texas. Upon arrival, the officer met with the complainant, who stated that her child's father caused the disturbance and got her kicked out of the motel. The complainant stated her and the defendant got into an altercation due to the defendant trying to take a child away that they have together, and the complainant not wanting to be together anymore. The complainant was attempting to leave the room when the defendant began sitting against the door, preventing her from leaving. The complainant stated she grabbed the defendant by his hair and started striking him with a closed fist because she was in fear for her safety due to a previous offense report from Harris County Sheriff's Office. The defendant called his brother, and the defendant's brother entered the room and started recording the incident, and the defendant was trying to leave with the child, and the complainant attempted to get him away from the defendant. The complainant was unsuccessful, and the child bumped his head on the door, and the complainant stated she knew the defendant by name, age, and sight. The officer was able to locate the defendant's driver's license and positively identified the defendant. Another call for service came from another location regarding an assault that occurred at the original location. Upon arrival, the officers met with the defendant, who stated he was assaulted by the complainant. The defendant stated they were having a conversation in the restroom of a hotel and that he was standing in the doorway when all of a sudden the complainant became belligerent and started cursing him, telling him to leave. The defendant stated he was punched in the face and suffered a busted lip, and the defendant stated his brother was called to mediate and be a witness. Then the complainant began cursing at the brother. The defendant stated the complainant grabbed the child by one arm and threw him on the bed like a rag doll.
Mr. Crump, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. Did she ended up getting charged as well?
I do not see a charge for the complainant, Your Honor.
So just don't have any contact with this person. That's all I'm asking you to do. You know, sometimes when you have cancer in life, what do? You cut it out, because if you don't, it kills you. Some people in life can become a cancer to you as well. So that's it. I don't want you to have contact with this person. Do you understand? If I find that you do, I'm going to revoke your bond. I will put you in jail. I'm also ordering you not to be in possession of weapons as well, Mr. Crumb.
¿Están claros? ¿O qué va a poner presencial ahí?
Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer, or would you like to apply for a court-appointed lawyer? Okay, I'll have you fill out an application. I'll take a look at it. I'm gonna have you sign a receipt with Ramona. After that, I'll have you take a seat in the jury box. Do not leave until you sign our bond conditions. Do you understand? Okay, come on.